Hey, it's Natalie with the Think Yourself Academy. Have you ever wondered, what if you had done something different? What if the circumstances had been better? What if the person that was in your way that day had not been there? What if you had met somebody before you met them? What if there's so many what if that we can remove from our life, from our existence? There's so many what ifs that we keep telling ourselves that are holding us back from the next step in front of us. And very often we are feeling very guilty of things that we said, things that we did. So what if we could remove these what ifs from our life? Because everything that we do, we have to start with the premise that we are humans and that we just did our best. And we were learning, we were in a situation where we were doing the best that we could. And once you're doing your best and things are happening the way it should have happened, there's no need to go back and say, well, what if this could have happened instead? What if this could have happened instead? And you can feel really good about even facing a failure or facing something that you did not succeed when you remove all the what ifs. I'll give you an example. Somebody that I know was trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon and trained really hard, and then he was religious with this training. He was going 3-4 times a week, doing his distance, nutrition wise, and was in the best shape of his life. Showed up the day and everything went according to plan, and everything was perfect on that day. The temperature was great, he ate well, there was nobody really, sometimes if you're doing a race and there's somebody in front of you slowing you down or whatever, or you don't feel very well, you have to make too many frequent stops, or everything worked accordingly on that day and everything was perfect. And still, he did not qualify. It was a few minutes short from qualifying for the Boston Marathon. And on that day, he said, well, you know what? I've done my very best, and there is nothing else I could have done better, because all the circumstances happened in the way that they happened, and that was his best. And he said, you know what? I'm not going to pursue this anymore. He could have turned around and said, you know what? What if I had trained more? What if I had started earlier? What if I had eaten something different? But no, he said, I've given my best, and I believe that maybe running is not my best thing. And then he started swimming in addition to running, but instead of doing just running long distances, he started to also bike, and he started to do long distance biking and long distance running. And then eventually he started training for triathlons. He started to train for different type of exercise, became a spin instructor after, and he did so many more different things than just running what he was originally set up for, because he removed all the what ifs and just said, okay, maybe I've given my all, I've given my best, and now I'm gonna move on to something else. So sometimes you have to accept that you have given your best. Sometimes, and last week I was talking about a blog, and if you remember it, I was saying we have to work hard until the last minute, until the last 30 seconds, because every second counts. And it's true. If you work hard, you do everything that you have to do, and still you don't reach the goal, well, maybe there are other goals that you can reach, and that's fine. So I know that if you want to be able to sleep well at night, you must remove the what ifs from your life, because this man has removed the what if from their life, and he's so much more happier, because now he's discovered that he loves to swim, he loves to bike, and he enjoyed a career almost of 15 plus years as a spin instructor. And yes, you have potentially recognized him. That's my husband, Duff. And Duff is such an inspiration for many, many people, including me first. He's in his 70s and he's the fittest person I know. So it's very interesting how something that could have been perceived as a failure because he did not qualify for the Boston Marathon is now something that made him choose other disciplines that kept him fit and kept him healthy for another 30 years after. So let's remove the what ifs and let's just be happy with what we've done and be happy with what we've accomplished without going into this, what if I had done this? What if I had done that? And then you can sleep well at night knowing that, hey, you've given your all.